you're all doing well. I'm just out here. It's really pretty because it's a very sunny and warmer day than usual. Um, so I just came here. I had like a mental health appointment at a kind of like a clinic close to the hospital. I got a ride there from my mom. 'Cause I'm not driving at the moment, and buses where I'm living, they're not running, so that kind of sucks. But yeah, I walked back. I'm walking back. I'm almost home, kind of. But this is a really pretty creek where I live. Well, not really a creek, just like a stream. So yeah, it's really pretty. It's kind of hidden. You can't really see it, but yeah, it's looking nice. There's like a small secret path to kind of get to it. But yeah, yesterday was really fun. I went to like a pub, and they had like a music event, so it was like music bingo or something. So it was really fun. I went with I think it was 7 of us. So it's like a mental health social type of group, and so it was fun. It was me, it was one of the facilitators, like the group teachers or whatever, and then it was I think about 2 girls or 3 girls, and then like 3 boys, something like that. So it was really fun. I enjoyed it, but then I got home and I was having some like family problems. Like lately it's been hard to get along with my mom. Like I try to keep the house clean, and like I'm doing my studies and everything, but I don't know, she kind of struggles with maybe some OCD, or like she wants it perfectly clean, and it's really hard for me to like motivate myself to keep it clean enough. So like we kind of argue about that. Like I do my best to like help around the house, but it's not always like really fair. Like we don't always like each do our parts, I guess. And then she's kind of taking out her anger at me, so it's a little tough. Like I get I could be doing more, but like I'm trying to maintain like my anxiety, depression. Like I'm trying to get help. They don't really choose to get help for their stuff like I do, I guess, which is fine. Like not everyone wants to go to like therapy and things, but then it's a little hard if you're taking it out on people, you know. It's not very fair, I guess. Look at this flower, it's pretty. But yeah, anyway, sorry, I'm just kind of venting a little bit. Some like family problems lately. It's been a little stressful, and just in general, like I don't really struggle with anger, but lately I've been feeling like I have a bit more triggers, or like I feel a little bit more angry sometimes. And I don't like that, because I don't like to be an angry person. I don't like to take it out on people. I don't like, it's obviously all of us experience that emotion, and it's helpful and necessary too, but I don't know, I just don't like it, because I know what it's like for people to like unleash their anger at you. And so I don't know, I like to try to not experience it as much as I can. All in balance, right? So yeah, I don't know, it's been like some really good days, but I'm trying to balance like being outside of the house and being at home, and like taking care of myself with mental health supports, and also like still making time to like, you know, do basic chores around the house and everything. But yeah, I guess it's just a little bit hard, like some arguments with my mom especially, or my dad, and like I don't know, they fight a lot, so it's a little hard to be around. I'm trying to see if I can move out of my family home, hopefully in the next few months, or hopefully this year. Currently I'm not working, I'm just volunteering, but there's like some government supports for people that struggle with anxiety or keeping a job. So I'm trying to apply for some financial help until I can like get a job again, and like try to keep a job, because it's a little bit hard to keep a job with my anxiety and stuff. Like I don't use it as an excuse, right? But it is legitimate. Like when you have certain mental health struggles, it can be a barrier to employment and school and stuff, right? And I do get the help that I need to try to recover and like overcome those obstacles. Like I know there's a lot of judgment and stigma and stereotypes, right? But like I'm just being honest to myself, right? Yeah, it's just a little hard. But yeah, it's so pretty here. Whenever I walk somewhere or when I walk back to my house, I try to stop by here because it's really nice. And right now that it's like closer to summer and the weather is going to be a little bit nicer, I'm going to try to walk around a little bit more. Also because I'm a little bit overweight right now and I want to try to lose some weight. I'm trying to cope with like emotional eating and stuff like that, right? I want to try to like, I don't cook very much. Like I do cook, but I need to learn to cook more, to not be lazy and grab like snacks or like unhealthy like carbs or bread, like trying to eat more vegetables, fruits and stuff like that, right? Not really sugary stuff because I don't like to eat, like I don't always eat junk food too much, but sometimes like my sister buys chips and stuff, or like it can be hard to avoid, right? Especially when you don't cook very much, or I don't know. So I'm trying to work on it, you know, just being honest. Oh, it's pretty. So yeah, anyways, just a little update, I guess. And I guess for people who are kind of new to like mental health and anxiety, like there's a lot of helpful resources online. I'm not a professional, so I haven't wanted to do videos too much on like, oh, what is anxiety, what is depression, or what is this, right? But I'll make a couple like based on my experience, or maybe do some voiceovers and with like mental health apps or stuff. Yeah, but yeah, I'll try to do like a couple variety. It's really pretty here. I like it. I try to come here because it really calms me down when I'm stressed out, which I have been lately, sadly. Or if I'm having some anger or anxiety triggers, like, yeah. So I really like it here. It's very pretty. I'm trying to go for like hikes or things a little bit more. I don't know. I feel like it helps a lot. But yeah, I don't know. It kind of sucks because I live a little far from most things, so I either get a ride or I have to walk like 1 hour to get somewhere, or 40 minutes. But I mean, it's good exercise and good for your health, so I try to do it at least once a week or twice a week, like just be a little bit more active when I can. But yeah, sorry, I'm like pointing everywhere. I tend to walk around when I'm stressed or with anxiety. I walk around and talk. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna head home. I just wanted to show because it's really pretty here. Like, there's a lot of nice forests and stuff. Where I was living before in Ontario, Canada, it was pretty nice. Like, there was nature. But I was living in the countryside and there's not as many like trees. There's not really mountains there. I was living in like Windsor, Ontario, which was very lovely, but also like more industrial. So there was kind of more buildings in nature. So it is kind of nice to be back in BC where I live. I won't specify where maybe, but in the lower mainland somewhere I live in BC, Canada. So yeah, it is very pretty. I like it. So I'm thankful to be back here, but rental prices can be really pricey, sadly. Like really unaffordable houses, everything, right? But most of Canada and some places are like that, and around the world, you know. But I'm really thankful to live like in a considered like first world country or developed country, right? Because every country is beautiful in their own way. It doesn't matter if it's first world or third or developing, right? Yeah, like every person matters, and every country or culture is beautiful, right? And like I do love Mexico and everything. Like I'm originally from Mexico, right? But I wasn't raised very much in my culture. I was raised more kind of Canadian, right? So I do kind of struggle to learn about my culture or not feel shame about that. Like I do speak Spanish, but I don't know, it's hard, right? It's like you have that identity conflict kind of being a first generation immigrant. But yeah, I am really thankful for all the sacrifice and the supports and help my family get to come here. But I guess right now we're not really at our best. Like, we have a lot of communication issues, so yeah, it would be nice to get some family counseling eventually, but we're kind of tight on money. So I don't know. I'm gonna try to focus on the positive because it's really easy to stick to the negative, right? But everything in balance as much as you can is good. But yeah, if you live anywhere pretty, or if you don't have a lot of nature where you live, like, definitely look up some videos or pictures, because nature can really help a lot. Walking, exercise, even though it's not easy when you struggle with depression or stuff, to motivate yourself or get out. Yeah, it can be hard enough to get out of the bed, right? You're going fast. But yeah, anyways, just a little video. It's a little all over the place, but I'm just talking a bit. I'm gonna head home, but I just wanted to show it's really pretty here. Yeah, and I hope everyone has a good day. We are currently having some good days or bad days. If you struggle with your mental health, or you just don't want to feel alone in your struggles, like, there is no shame, right? Later today, later today I'll go bowling with, like, this mental health support group. So we do, like, social outings and stuff like that, and it really helps. It's just kind of hard because, like, I have a lot of fun usually at these outings and stuff, and then I get home and it's, like, stressful, and I don't know, it's just constant, like, arguments with my family. I don't like to fight and stuff, but just, like, I don't know, we just don't really get along well lately, so that really sucks. Because obviously, like, you want to try to be close to your family, you want to get along, and I love them, but it's a little complicated, right? You don't get to pick your family and stuff, so it's good to try to find a positive outlet. Like, if you can volunteer, surround yourself around positive people, that really goes a long way for your mental health. And even if you love your family, but if you struggle, or if you don't have family, like, whatever your situation is, like, don't feel shame about putting boundaries if it's possible, or putting some distance so you can work on your mental health and your recovery, right? Yeah, and you know, it's not easy to do, especially depending on your culture. Like, I know Mexican culture, Indian culture, like a bunch of different types, we put a lot of importance in family systems, right? But you know, it's not always everyone's situation, so you have to look out for yourself, like, try to get along as you can, but also put some distance if you need to. You know, you can try to choose your friends, or try to pick people that bring out the best in you, not the worst, you know? And I'm not perfect, like, you know, I'm guilty. Sometimes I'm irritable, I'm anxious, I'm depressed, like, I'm not always doing the best. I try to be decent, like, I don't like to fight with my family, but you know, I'm not perfect. I'm not saying, like, oh, it's all their fault, or oh, it's all my fault, right? It's like point of views. Everyone has their stuff, you know? All you can do is just try to work in it. But at the end of the day, you have to look out for yourself too, and if something's affecting you, you have to try to seek help, or you know, do things that are good for your own health and wellness, right? So don't feel shame about that. Don't let people, like, tell you to do a certain thing if that doesn't help you. Like, you have to look out for yourself, right? But anyway, so I'll head home. I just wanted to talk a little bit and show, like, this really pretty place. Later I'll go bowling. Hopefully it'll be fun. I'm gonna work on my math, like my studies, because I'm trying to finish my diploma. So I have a lot going on. I'm trying to balance everything out. So it's a little overwhelming, especially when, like, I don't know, it seems like I'm not doing enough at home and they're getting a little bit angry at me, but I'll try to balance everything out, you know. I have to take care of myself, but also kind of manage my responsibilities. So wish me luck. All the best to everyone too, no matter what you're currently struggling with, or if you're doing well, right? But yeah, I'll talk to everyone later. Tomorrow, most likely I'll go for, like, a hike, like a group hike type of thing, so that'll be really fun. And then maybe there'll be some like community gardening type of thing at the clubhouse I go to for mental health supports. And maybe some painting and stuff. Like I'm trying to make a gift for someone who's been a little bit stressed out. Like I'm trying to make them like a little painting and some like self-care type of gifts. So I hope they like it. It'll be a surprise. So yeah, take care of yourself, everyone. Just a little update, like a little journaling, I guess, type of video. But I'll see you all later, okay? Bye.